Hello everyone and welcome back to Philippines Update. This is Ashley and for today's news. Leisure domestic travel is now allowed. Leisure travel from Metro Manila to areas under General Community Quarantine, or GCQ, and Modified GCQ are allowed subject to local government guidelines starting September 16th to 30th after the region was placed under Alert Level 4 in the pilot COVID-19 Alert Level system. In a text message Tuesday, Tourism Secretary Bernadette Romulo Puayat said leisure travel may resume in these areas and only if LGU allows, as she cited some specific restrictions by the likes of Baguio, that is under GCQ, and Batanes already under MGCQ. In a press briefing last September 11th, the DILG Undersecretary also clarified the protocols for allowing the domestic travel. Let's watch this short clip for some clarification.
System. First, what will happen to public transport under this new alert level system?
Yusek Densing, care to answer?
Yeah, yung public transport nating PIA will be now the same or normalized. The adjustment will simply be dependent on market. No? In other words, the more people they expect to go out, then there will be more transport which will be allowed. So again, kaya nga itong difference natin sa MECQ, GCQ, medyo may semblance of normalcy. In fact, some non-essentials will be allowed. For instance, under MECQ, non-essential travel is disallowed. But in this alert, even in this new system, even in alert level 4, non-essential travel will be allowed, and the traveler will just be restricted based on the protocols of the LG of destination. So there's a semblance of normalcy in this kind of an alert level.
So to be clear, sir, yung public transportation will only be prohibited pag ECQ. All other levels, public transportation will be normal, 100%. Ganun po ba?
That is right. Yung ECQ again is the last resort and is only for IATF decision making.
And if ever there will be an ECQ declaration, it will cover entire Metro Manila, hindi siya yung city by city. Tama po ba yan?
Correct. For purposes of the pilot, itong NCR, they will be put under one alert level only. But later on, pag naging successful tayo, it will be rolled out, the ECQ will be reserved again for the IATF on provincial, independent component cities and highly urbanized cities only.
Okay. Kung ganun, sir, if September 16, all cities pala will be under the same alert level, like let's say alert level 4, the strictest. How is this different really from our quarantine classification system?
Yeah, as I mentioned a while ago, what is being restricted in these alert levels are activities, sectors or industry rather than a location. Because when we talk about the previous community quarantine classifications, what we lock down is a specific area. In this case, the whole of the National Capital Region. In this alert level, what is being restricted are activities. So in this case, we've identified activities in the 3 Cs. So if those 3 Cs, which are specifically identified in the operating guidelines, anything outside of that is allowed.
Travel is allowed in GCQ to MGCQ, and if LGU allows. Some LGUs are already under MGCQ, but do not allow yet, Secretary Bernadette Puayat added. NCR residents below 18 and over 65 years old, on the other hand, are not yet permitted to leave their residences for the purpose of leisure travel following Alert Level 4 guidelines. Travelers will also be subject to reasonable restrictions based on age and comorbidities as may be determined by their respective LGU and the reasonable regulations of their destinations, LGU, DOT said in a statement. Areas under the stricter Modified Enhanced Community Quarantine, MECQ, and GCQ with heightened restrictions from September 8th to 30th are as follows. The national government piloted the COVID-19 alert level system in NCR that was declared alert level 4 from September 16 to 30th. Based on the guidelines, interzonal and interzonal travel for persons not otherwise required to remain at their residences is allowed subject to the reasonable regulations of the LGU of destination on this level. Outdoor or al fresco dine-in are also permitted at 30% venue capacity, while indoor dine-in will be allowed at 10% only for fully vaccinated individuals. Romulo Puayat said the high inoculation rate among tourism workers from hotels will make dining in their restaurants safer. The good news is that 99% of tourism workers employed in hotels across Metro Manila have been vaccinated, she said. All in all, tourism workers in NCR, including those in DOT-accredited restaurants, recorded a 94% vaccination rate. This is an added assurance, not only to the safety of our guests, but our tourism workers as well, she added. The DOT noted that only point-to-point travel would be allowed, which means pit stops or stopovers are allowed for eating and personal necessities, but no side trips shall be made to other tourism destinations. That's a great news. Philippines finally opening the tourism industry. Hopefully this pilot program for domestic travel will be successful. If you guys may remember, last month the tourism secretary made a statement that if the domestic travel programs succeed, then they will slowly open the tourism for international travelers. Let's hope for the best. It's been 1.5 years now since Philippines closed their borders. I can't wait to see people enjoy our beautiful country. And that's all for our latest news today. Please give this video a thumbs up if this video is informative. Consider subscribing and turn on your post notification bell so you won't miss out on updates coming from the Philippines. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next update.